won't drop your line?
Which one? Joe was good at basketball?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You want to get that out the way early? He's good at basketball. Boom. There we go.
Okay.
Tyrese, you were as animated as maybe we've seen you on some of those finishes. Just what were you able to figure out as the game went along as far as how to finish through contact, go around those guys that let shot blocker like Rudy and just kind of take us through that whole thing?
I was just trying to be aggressive. They're trying to play to where we can't pocket pass to Joel sometimes. So I got a few turnovers that way, and I had to keep them honest. So I had to drive a couple of them, and I was just excited, man. I was excited for our team. We need this one after the loss that we had on Monday, I think. So this was good for us.
Along those lines, they got the jump in that third quarter. What kind of got things kind of kick-started after that? When you guys picked that up from there, what kind of changed after their initial rush in that early third?
I think we did a good job of 7. We put in Marcus Morris, Patrick Beverly, KJ Martin was really good. Those guys came in and gave us a lot of energy. KJ defensively was really good. Offensively in the dunker, he was really good. Marcus was good on defense. Those guys really gave us a big boost. And then Joel was out there with that group, and he was very solid. So, and then in the fourth quarter, we had those guys out there again. Pat, Marcus, Paul Reed was huge on the glass, huge defensively with his hands. So it was really good.
How creative do you have to get offensively when you're being guarded by a guy like McDaniels all game who has a significant height advantage on you?
Extremely creative, I guess. He's a really great defender. He's been like that since we were young. What he does defensively is special, I feel like. And then offensively, he brings, pretty good shooting as well, and he can tag off the dribble. So kudos to him. But, we're just out there trying to be aggressive, find different ways to attack. Not just him, but, they got Rudy out there, and they have some really good defenders.
How much of a test was this for you guys? They it was like one point at their initial start, they were like 19-3 coming into the night. How much of a test was this for you, or did you view it as a test, or in terms of just being able to get a game like this one and a win like this one against that kind of team? How big was this one?
I think it was big because it was the next one up, especially after losing to Chicago. That's why it was so big. You don't want to lose 2 games in a row, especially at home. So, we try to focus more on ourselves. They're doing a great job in the West, so they're playing really well. But it was the next game forward for us, and I think we did a great job of accepting the challenge and going out there and being successful.
Was the plan to have an attack their bigs? Joel had 17 field goals. All 2 seemed like he was hell-bent on going after their bigs. That's Joel. I think he goes after all the bigs in the NBA that guards him, bigs, guards, whoever it is. That's what we expect him to do. He's dominant. He's been dominant. He's extremely aggressive, and we need him to stay that way. And then, with P. Reed out there, we try to set high ball screens and attack them because they're in the drop. And I think we did that for the most part.
You talked about Joel going downhill, attacking the rim more than he ever has. How much does that open up in his game, and how much does that open up the offense for everyone else?
Because they have to collapse, and he's able to kick the ball out. He's been reading the game very well. In my opinion, he's kicking the ball. He knows when to score, he knows when to pass, and that's been great for us. So him being aggressive is something that we're going to need him to keep doing, throughout the year.
Joel's been scoring at a historic rate, but he's bringing a different energy this year. How has that helped you and the rest of your team feed off that energy and being aggressive on both ends of the ball?
Yeah, he wants everybody to be successful. He wants the team to be successful. And for that to happen, he feels as if we have to move the ball more. We have to not just pass him the ball and stand and watch. So we've been doing a lot of different things. And, kudos to him because he's really bought into it, And then on the defensive end, he's been really aggressive in attacking those shot blockers. Blocking shots for us. And because he does that, we have to cover up and get some of those rebounds that, when he goes to block shots. And, that's just shout out to Coach Nurse as well. He's been on Joel about going out there and swinging at some of those shots. So it's been great.
My apologies if you've been asked this already, but All-Star voting began earlier this week. How much of that is it a goal of yours to make your first NBA All-Star team?
Right now, I'm just trying to focus on us winning.
You know what I mean? I think all those things will play out how they play out. But the main thing right now is us winning and getting better every single day. I feel like that's what we're doing. We're taking steps in the right direction. And we've had a pretty good December, so we got to keep it up.
We heard a lot of DHO with both Paul and Joel when you're on the court with either of them. I guess when they're getting ready to hand off to you, how does the defensive strategy against you change? Like how do you feel like they're guarding you? But Joel is the one that's coming off at the DHO versus Paul.
Yeah, it's definitely different sometimes. With P. Reed, they try to trap sometimes. And, me and P. Reed have practiced a lot in the practice facility of just when they trap, get in the pocket, I'm going to hit you in the pocket, and you either go finish or make a play. So he's very comfortable in that position. And then with Joel, it's hard because the big doesn't want to help too much because at the end of the day, that's the MVP. But if he's able to get a screen, I can knock down a shot or turn the corner and make a play for somebody else.
Tyrese, you always mention the word aggression a lot. I think throwing bigger defenders at you like McDaniels and because of that, it's probably trying to psych you out, take you out of that mindset. I guess how do you maintain that? And then especially when they have a Gobert at the rim too, that even if you beat that level of coverage, there's even more length you got to beat at the rim.
Speed and then just being decisive. They're up high, trying to pick me up at half court, and just my opinion, I just don't feel like anybody can stand in front of me, picking me up that high, just from speed and just skill and work. So it's just like I try to be extremely aggressive, and sometimes before Joel comes sets ball screens, just beat the man one-on-one and then get in the paint. Not always for myself, but just to collapse the defense. So I think that's one thing to try to negate the height. But, I just try to go out there, and Joel's going to be on me if I'm not aggressive. So try to start aggressive and, see how the game goes.
As you've become a higher volume three-point guy over the years, is there anybody specifically like other NBA guys that you've tried to borrow from them in terms of studying their film and their game and all?
Yeah, it's a few, just off the top of my head, Dame and Steph are guys who shoot a lot. Anthony Simons is a guy who can shoot off the pocket, pull up threes. And I've watched a lot of that, just hunting those threes because it helps us, Like it makes the defender come up, especially Joel's man if it's Joel and they can't drop and just play drop coverage. If I'm able to shoot those threes off the dribble, and then it makes them convert on me and I can get easier pocket passes to the big fella.
Thanks, Tyrese.
Can you all get that rest?